Hello ladies! So for the next video we're going to just do a little tutorial on contouring. Now when I first started looking into contouring I followed a few different tutorials, and I actually found them quite difficult to follow because it was all like line here and light bit here and dark bit here, and I felt a little bit like a tiger, like all these stripes, and then you had to blend it all, and it just seemed like so much effort that I really didn't want to go into. And then I started working for Younique, and Younique ended up coming out with a little cheats way of doing the contouring, and they brought out the Sculpting Trio, which literally has everything that you need to do to contouring. So to go along with this, they also have a contouring brush. So with the two of these, it's literally like idiot proof. It's so easy. The contouring brush is so soft, it's totally worth the investment. And it also has like a double side, so you get the nice flat ends, and you also get the nice angled end, so that you can get into all the areas that you need to get. So this is a must. With the sculpting kit, it comes with all three. Not only that, it comes with a cheat sheet with everything that you need and where it should go, and the cheat sheet's actually stuck in there so you can't lose it, so you can always look back to the reference guide when you need to. A handy little tip for you, this is a cream contour kit. Now, powder contour kits, if you were taking a selfie, your camera can actually see through the powder, so you'll notice that your contour doesn't actually show up as much when you're taking a selfie. It doesn't see through cream contour kits. So that means if you want the perfect selfie and you want those chisel cheeks, then go for the cream. So I'm just gonna quickly go over sort of what I do and why I do it basically. And I just want to say before I start, I'm not a makeup artist. I just teach myself as I go along, and I just want to kind of share what I've learned with other mums. Like, my techniques are probably rubbish. What I call things might be totally wrong, but ugh, who cares? It works for me. So anyway, when I first started doing the contour, I used to go like this, and I would just rub. I'm gonna use my mirror, I think, and be like, oh yeah, that's right. And then I would think, oh yeah, that's it. And then I would obviously blend it in. But I would end up with like basically looking like I've been hit in the face. And then I would get people being like, oh, you need to like blend that bit in. And I'd be like, it's contouring, that's what everybody does. No, it's so wrong. Now that I've actually did my research, I totally learned that this is not how you do it. How you do it, however. So I have quite a round face and my cheeks are quite high. So unlike most people, they kind of do that fishy face, like that, don't they? And then they bring it like, what? This actually ages you. So what you want is you want to be lifting your contour a little bit higher. So because I've got quite high cheekbones, I tend to start from the top of my ear, and I bring it down. So get some of the. Another little tip. The first place that you stick your brush, that's where all the product's going to be. So don't just stick it in the middle of your face. Start from up here and bring it down. It's so much easier when you blend it. So I've created my line. I only really bring it as far down as sort of to the end of my eye. Okay, so you also, when you're doing it, you want to be creating a cut cheek. So what a cut cheek basically is you create your line and then you blend up the way. So the bottom of the line, that's where your product stops. So you would, now you can, like, I just do this quite lightly just to show you, but once you get the hang of it, you can kind of do it as much as you want. I'm going to do it a little bit heavier than what I normally would, just so it kind of shows up and you can see what I'm doing. But you would just keep blending that until it kind of disappears. So the whole point in contouring is creating shadows in places where maybe you want something to look a little bit thinner. So another place that I tend to do contour is down here, because I've got quite a round face. So that just kind of, you can see it Kind of gives me a wee bit more definition already. Kind of just slims out my face a little bit. You can see already how it looks so much lighter, thinner than this side. And then when you're doing here, you blend down the way. So you blend onto your neck. Like I say, I'm just going to leave this a little bit darker than what I normally would, just so that you can see what I'm doing. So some other people kind of do a little bit here and here, but I have quite a short forehead that way, but it's quite wide that way. So I don't tend to do the tops of my head, I just do this little bit here, just to make this appear a little bit shorter than it is. I kind of tend to do contouring to give my face a bit of shape because I feel like I'm quite flat faced. Okay, so your next bit, you would do your light bit. Now remember, I am just doing this a little bit darker than what I normally would, so that you can see what I'm doing. Another little tip for you is, a lot of people have learned to do this, but what you're doing is you're actually highlighting areas that you probably don't want to highlight, so like bags and wrinkles and stuff under your eyes. So the best way, when you're using the light, is to bring it down and then across. So like kind of like a triangle shape. So, and again, just refer, if you're not quite sure, you can refer back to your wee cheat sheet, and it tells you exactly where to put it. So you know, you can't really go wrong. Now a lot of people contour their nose, but my nose is quite small, so I don't really want to make it any smaller. So I tend to rather highlight it to make it look bigger. Okay, and then the other place would be down here. Okay. So once you've done that, you just kind of blend it all in. Okay, so for my third stage, you then use the 3D cream, and the 3D cream is basically any place that you want to accentuate even more. So the kind of places that I like to put on is, like I say, I put it down my nose because my nose is quite, my nose is quite thin. And then another good place to put it on is just in your Cupid's bow. And you can see it makes me look like I've actually got a proper top lip. See? Just by adding that little bit highlighter. And then the other place, or your cheekbones. So the top of where you've contoured them. You can go crazy with a highlighter, I love it. There we go. So actually, one other tip that I forgot, you can put a tiny little bit of contour under your bottom lip to create that line. To make it look like you're all Angelina Jolie. See? Perfect. Okay. And there we have it. So like I say, after I come off here, I'm just going to blend it a little bit more, just because it is a little bit darker than what I normally would wear it. But it's just a quick tutorial just to show you how simple and how quick it is if you have the sculpting trio and the correct brush. So thanks for watching, guys.